to the first edition of What's New in the Library. We're going to be showing this series every month, so once a month your homeroom teacher will play it for you during homeroom time, and you can see what's going on in the library, what books are new, and what new things we have coming up. So today I want to tell you about 3 books that we have. All 3 of these books are on award lists for next year, and all 3 of them are not young adult books, so anyone in the building can check them out. We're going to start with The Mighty Miss Malone. This book is about a girl named Deza. And Deza lives in Gary, Indiana, right at the time when a lot of people are losing their jobs. It's during the Great Depression, and her dad loses his job. So he heads out looking for work, and the family follows him. And a whole lot of crazy characters and antics happen along the way. Deza is a really neat character, and the author's name is Christopher Paul Curtis. If you've ever read a Christopher Paul Curtis book, you might already know Deza. She was a character in the book called Bud Not Buddy. So really neat story about a young girl. This book is on next year's Mark Twain list for the 5th and 6th graders. The next book I'm going to tell you about is called Unstoppable by Tim Green. A lot of you guys know Tim Green. He is a former NFL player, played for the Atlanta Falcons, and now he's a children's author. And he wrote the book Unstoppable about a boy named Harrison, who's been in and out of foster homes and has had a really rough childhood. He ends up in the home of a football coach and picks up football. But everything's probably not as easy as it seems, and Harrison has to go through some health scares before he gets back on his feet. So really good story. This one is on next year's Truman list for the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Third book I'm going to talk to you about is called Curveball, The Year I Lost My Grip. And it's about a boy who's a really good baseball player, but he throws out his arm. He pitches through the pain a little too hard, and he can't ever play baseball again because of the damage he's done to his elbow. Now his grandpa encourages him to pick up photography as a new hobby to kind of keep him busy. And a lot of things happen because of his hobby with photography. He meets a really neat girl in photography class, and he gets closer to his grandpa. And the closer he gets to his grandpa, the more he realizes that maybe not everything's okay with grandpa. There's some health issues happening, and he's really worried about whether or not his grandpa is going to be okay. Really good story. Jordan Sonnenbleck is one of our favorite realistic fiction authors here in this building. I have lots of students who read him. So this one's on next year's Truman list as well. So these are 3 great new books that you guys need to check out for next year's award book list. Next, we're going to have some students tell you a little bit about books they've read recently.
Dust. I am Carlos Lopez in 8th grade. This book is a poem book. It is very good if you don't like reading because it's really short, as we can see. It's about this girl in the Great Depression, and her whole family dies, and she has to live by herself out of dust.
My name is Maddie Page. I'm in 8th grade, and I want to tell you about the book called The Raft. It's about a girl who flies to see her aunt in Hawaii, and she takes a plane back home to Midway when she has a plane wreck in the middle of the ocean where all they have is a raft, a bag of Skittles, and she's with a stranger.
Hello. I wanted to talk to you about a book I recently read. The name of the book is Pop by Gordon Corman. It was a really great book. I read it several months ago, but it's about a football player, so it kind of hit home to me because both my brothers were football players, so I grew up watching lots of football. It's called Pop because of the sound that football players make when they hit each other, but it's got a more serious side to it. Talks about Marcus, who's an adolescent teenager, moved to a new town, so there's a lot of things going on there, and some people can really relate to that. He befriends an older gentleman who was an ex-football player, and they form quite a kinship, and I really enjoyed the book, and I would highly recommend it.
Arrivals. All of these books are new in the library in January, so stop by the library and grab them, or if they're not in, put them on hold. The new Guinness Book of World Records 2014, the new edition. Plus, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Dare to Look, the newest from the Ripley's Believe It or Not series. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hard Luck, the newest book from Jeff Kinney. My Life as a Cartoonist, the newest book in the My Life is a book series. The Last Present, which is the book that comes after 11 Birthdays, Finally, and 13 Gifts. Code, the newest book in the Viral series. It's the 3rd one. Champion, the last book in the Legend series. And Treasure on Superstition Mountain, the 2nd book in the Superstition Mountain series. Stop by and grab your copy. First edition of What's New in the Library. Happy reading, and see you soon.